Right, there hasn't been much good news at the polls for Scottish Labour for more than a decade. So bumping his party up into second place this week must have brought something of a beaming smile to the face of their leader, Anas Sarwar. Good morning to you, Mr. Sarwar.
It's great to be in second place. It's great to have Scottish Labour back, but let's be very clear, we don't aspire for second place, we aspire for first place.
Well, what a mountain you've got to climb.
No, I accept that, but if you look at where we were 14 months ago, we were at 14% in the opinion polls. We had to stop Armageddon last year at the Scottish Parliament election, and over the course of the last year we have built our support to get into a strong second place. We're looking our eyes firmly set on the SNP.
So it seems Labour are on the up, and let's face it, it's been a while, but if they're to make serious inroads here in Scotland, as we've been hearing, what do they need to do about the Constitution? Well, it is the one issue that won't go away, isn't it? And yet it's an area they don't really seem to want to enter with any great enthusiasm. So let's address what has become an intractable problem for the party with Labour's Scottish leader, Anas Sarwar, who joins me now. Good morning.
Morning, guys. Martin, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much indeed. So we've just been hearing you are sweeping up a load of pro-union votes from the Conservatives, but 19 months into the job, you aren't changing the minds of many SNP supporters, and that really is the market you've got to hack into, isn't it? Why aren't you doing that?
Well, I think it's important to put it into context. 18 months ago, we were at 14% in the polls. We're now at 30% in the polls. We're not expected to have an election till 2024, so we still have time.
So, Scottish Labour's leader Anas Sarwar used Nicola Sturgeon's final First Minister's question session this week to call for a snap Holyrood election. Really? What's all that about? Well, let's ask him. Good morning, Mr. Sarwar.
Good morning, Mark.
Thanks. I'm all right. Thank you very much for being with us. A snap election. All the polls suggest you get whacked. You look at polling before you make statements like this. All of the polling will tell you that you would come in a long distance behind the SNP.
Well, let's look at the polling.
Let me just ask you, is your ambition just to be a little bit better than the Scottish Conservatives?
So our ambition is to fundamentally change the United Kingdom, but also to fundamentally change Scotland. And let's look at the polling. 2 years ago, we were at 16%. A year ago, we were at 21%. Now, in some polls, we're at 32%. That's still not good enough. We still want to make progress.